Hey guys, it's Sagittarius. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, I'm a little sweaty, okay? I was just ready for a little run. Angels, guides, and you know what? Sometimes it's so hard to get yourself to exercise. I'm the worst. I work a desk job. I don't like to move unless I have to. Come on, babe. I don't like to move unless I have to, but my back starts to hurt if I don't go for walks and stuff because, like I said, I work a desk job. And I got the endorphins going. That's where I was going. I'm also a rambler. I got the endorphins going because I went for that little jog and I was like, you know what? I want to do a reading. I want to do a reading for Sagittarius because I'm Sagittarius and I haven't done one in a really long time. I've been super busy. And sometimes I'm like, man, I'm so lazy. I need to do stuff. But you know what? I don't think I'm lazy. I think that the pressure of society is just too much sometimes. Anyways, enough about me. Let's see what you guys have going on. Angels, guides, whoa, what does Sagittarius? So I had to edit that out. Anyways, first card that just immediately flew out was the Two of Swords. By the way, this is the first deck my mom ever gave me, so it's kind of special. But I haven't read it in a while, so we'll see how this goes. This one's very clearly what's going on. There's some sort of betrayal or something backfired on you. That can also happen because swords are imagery for thoughts, feelings, things like that. So it could be something that you thought was going to go right and it totally backfired, or it could be a betrayal. We'll go ahead and come back and clarify all the cards once I'm done, but that's the first card. Next card we have here is a Page of Wands. It was flipped in reverse, which could be hesitation to start a new journey. You could be really curious about something. You really want to start something new, but you have this hesitation. And it could be because of this betrayal. And I'm sorry this is up so high. Angels, guys. Oh, another card. And you know who really inspired me to come back and make another video is, I don't know her full @ I have the worst memory, but it's like Empress or something, and she wrote me a comment that she wants to make more videos. That meant a lot to me, and I was like, you know what, I do want to come back and make more videos. Here's 10 of Wands. This is that feeling of being overwhelmed, which is totally how I've been feeling lately. I guess you guys have been having a little bit of this feeling also, feeling like you're just carrying way too much. So maybe you're curious about something else and you want to do it, but you are already carrying a lot and you're not sure which of these brooms to put down. You're not sure what you want to put down. Again, we have another Page of Swords. We have this Page of Wands, which is kind of like actions, curious to take an action to do something, but it's also something you have put a lot of thought into. We're thinking about it, we're thinking about making a move to do it, but we definitely haven't made any moves to do it or even really thought about a solid plan, because this did pop up in here in a reversal. So, and I think what's holding you down from wanting to consider this even more deeply, like, it's one thing to have the idea to do something. It's a whole nother thing to start putting in the plans. Like, you can be like, oh, I want to go resolve this thing, but I have to take the first steps. And you haven't even identified what those first steps are. Does that make sense? Angels, guys, what does Sagittarius need to know? The the Three of Cups here. It did pop up in a reversal, and this is coming underneath that betrayal card. So because we did have this in reversal, I feel like whoever betrayed you, it could have been a really good friend or a family member or somebody you used to spend a lot of time with. It's somebody that you really trusted. And not only have they betrayed you, but it seems like they're talking about you. There's some continuing gossiping going on. There's like other people involved, and whether or not you're aware that there's other people involved in the situationship, there definitely is. Angels, guides, what does Sagittarius? Whoa, did you guys see that? That was crazy. The Hierophant, Taurus showed up here. This is falling underneath that hesitation to take an action card. So we have the Hierophant here, this teacher, teaching a lesson. There's something to be learned here. Maybe that's part of your hesitation. It's going to be something that you're going to have to put a lot of effort into learning. It's not something that's going to come naturally to you, or it's something that you don't really have a lot of information on yet. It's just like a brand new idea that you're like kind of nervous about, but you're also really curious about. This card flew out too. We have the Two of Cups here. This is falling underneath that Ten of Wands. And so some sort of burden here. Maybe it has to do something with a relationship, or this is a romantic relationship here. This is a connection. You have a lot going on. And maybe this, for some of you, this new thing that you're interested in, it could be a person. There could be a new boo. There could be, oh my gosh, my dog is looking at me through the window. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see. Let me see. You see him? Hold on, baby. I'll come get you in a little bit. Go play. Anyways, I guess he had some thoughts about this. He could probably hear me talking, and he's like, hey, forgot about me out here. But it's actually a nice day, so I thought he might want to play. But anyways, for some of you, this is going to be a new connection. It's going to be somebody new coming into your life. And for some of you, what's making you feel overwhelmed is actually your relationship. You're feeling like maybe like you want to tell your partner about this new plan or idea, but you feel like they're going to be like, no, you already have way too much going on, or they're going to have some sort of negativity to add to it or something. They're going to add to your burden or your feeling of being overwhelmed. What does Sagittarius need to know? Three of Pentacles. Another 3 card here, you guys, and it's falling underneath this Page of Swords, these thoughts about starting something new, but it came here in a reversal. So I think for a lot of you, this hesitation is coming from other people. Like I said, even if it's a new person in your life, I think there's other people that are kind of in your ear that are telling you it's not going to work out, or you just don't feel like you really have the support that you need to start something new. Like maybe people don't believe in you enough, because normally the Three of Pentacles, when it pops upright, that's a collaboration. Notice how they're all dressed in different outfits, like they have a different trade, and they're all coming here to collaborate different ideas. We're putting it on the board, but it came here in reversal. So there's this lack of harmony here. But earlier on in the reading, we had this Hierophant, the first major arcana card in your reading. So we had the Taurus here, which could represent a person. It could represent a lesson that needs to be learned. I'm not sure. We'll have to come back and clarify them, but let's keep going. Angels, guys, what does Sagittarius need to know? I hope my phone doesn't freaking die. We have the Empress here. This pulled here in a reversal. For some of you, this could indicate motherhood. It could represent, because this is coming underneath these 2 cards. Just a reminder, remember we had that backstabbing card, and then we had this one come here in a reversal, that third party, other people being involved. We have the Empress here. The Empress, she's the mother. It could represent a mother-like figure in your life. It could represent a pregnancy. It could even represent, you know, a lost pregnancy for some of you. There was some sort of pain here associated with this card. We'll come back and clarify it here in a little bit. Let me get these last cards laid down. Spirits, angels, guys, what does Sagittarius need to know? We have the Knight of Swords here, and it was popped here in a reversal as well. This is a very fast action card. And it's coming underneath this Hierophant here. So it's almost like you have racing thoughts about this situation. Like you're curious about it, but you're like a little scatterbrained here. And there could be someone in your life who it might feel like they're being overwhelming, like they're giving you a lot of information, or they might be coming off negative, but there could be something really valuable in what they're telling you. But you're so scatterbrained that you're having a hard time really deciphering exactly what it is. But that's something to pay attention to. If you have someone in your life who's giving you a lot of advice and it's kind of annoying at this point, actually that recently just happened to me, so that makes a lot of sense. And I hope for some of you guys that's clicking too. or you could also be the one who's giving someone a lot of advice, and maybe they're not really listening, and they're not really, it's not really clicking what they need to hear, because they have so many thoughts going on about this new idea or this new person. And so that can be a little bit overwhelming, and it can be kind of hard and annoying. But that's just a message from the divine here, letting you know there is something important in the advice that person's giving you. Angels, guides, what does Sagittarius need to know? We have the moon, we have Pisces. We have Pisces here, the moon card. I think this moon card is so cute with the little kitty. And if you notice, it's a little kitty, but when they look at themselves in the water, it's a cougar, panther. I don't know, one of the two. So this is a Pisces card. It can also be mysterious, fear of the unknown, facing your fears, intuition. And this is falling underneath this carrying too much, and potentially has to do with another person. So this person could be a Pisces, you could be a Pisces, or it could just be about you facing your fears. Like you have this old baggage of this betrayal, preventing you from moving forward with whatever new idea or new person that you have in mind. And that can be hard. It can be hard to trust again. But also just, you know, as annoying as it is, people around you giving you advice, and it feels like they're just repeating themselves or going in circles, there is something valuable to take out of that. Angels, guides, what does Sagittarius need to know? Ace of Pentacles, and this one came upright. You have a lot of aces here, so this is definitely a new chapter in your life. Here we have the Ace of Pentacles, and that's falling underneath this. Ooh, la, 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 there it goes. We just said, you know what? We don't need this lack of collaboration. Throw it away. That was the Three of Pentacles. Remember where the three different people in the different outfits. And that came underneath this Page of Swords. That wasn't a reversal, which is like a lot of hesitation, a lot of resistance to move forward. Things are not harmonious. It doesn't feel like it's falling into place naturally. And then bam, we have the Ace of Pentacles. And this is kind of coming towards the end of the reading. So this is more of like a future tense. There is a light at the end of the tunnel here. You're stuck in this feeling of like confusion, overwhelmed, carrying too much, maybe a little bit more focused on the past and what happened in the past, kind of unable to let it go. We can definitely learn from the past and take those lessons with us to move forward, but don't let it like stunt you from growth and new opportunities, because there is going to be, and it looks like there could, for some of you, there's financial opportunity in whatever this endeavor is that you have, because Pentacles represent something more grounded, something material. So there is going to be something to gain at the end of all of this. Let me try to grab that card with my toe. I got it. I'm very tall, so long legs, long-legged. Okay. For y'all, it's gonna be a little bit upside down, but I'm gonna try to, we're gonna try something new together actually right now. I'm gonna scrunch them all up, and then we're gonna review, okay? The first card, remember, we got the backstabbing, betrayal. This is in the past, so this is something, and I talk about the past because sometimes the past really influences where we're at, like perspective-wise, in the present. So this is influencing your perspective right now. And that's important to know, because you might be feeling so confused and hesitating and you don't know why. It's because of this. Whatever happened to you, whatever betrayal, whatever rug was pulled out from underneath you, it's definitely affecting your perspective now. Okay, so that was the first card that we had. Let me see. For y'all, it's going to go that way, right? And then we had here the Page of Wands, but it was up here in reversal. Okay, and that's hesitation to move forward, feeling kind of like stuck. This is Wands are action cards. They're like you actually physically doing something. You're hesitant to even like think about doing it. You have an idea, you're curious about it. Pages are very curious. They're like youthful cards. And I feel like this is very much so representing you at the start of this journey. You're curious, you want to know more, you want to get involved, but you're scared, you're nervous, and it's probably being influenced by this past event here. Okay, then we have the Ten of Wands here. You're feeling also really overwhelmed. So that's influencing your hesitation also. You feel like, you know what, I've gotten burned in the past, and even thinking about this is really overwhelming. It's making me really nervous. I don't even really want to like go there at all. Then we have here the Page of Swords, which is hesitation to even think about it. Like you're very much so in this page energy, this like curious, youthful, but afraid, because they're coming up here in reversal, so it's a little bit more of like a negative feeling. But I do think these pages are representing you on this journey. You really want to move forward, you're really thinking about moving forward, but every time you even start to think about it, you're getting this really overwhelmed, nervous feeling. Then we have this Three of Cups, but it did come in a reversal, and this can represent people continuing to gossip. It could be a third party that's involved. You could be suspicious that there's a third person involved. Not necessarily, I don't think in this circumstance that there's like cheating involved with your spouse. I mean, it could be based on a betrayal in the past. It's not something that happened like right now. It's something that happened in the past. And it could be a betrayal that happened in the past. For some of you, it could be someone that cheated. There was a third party involved. And I kind of feel like even though it was in the past, this person could still be somewhat involved, whether it's like physically or just influencing your thoughts a lot. So maybe trying to push this person more towards the past. And it's kind of interesting that also on this card we see a moon, right? This intuition feeling. It's not really completely been put to rest. There's still, this is the best way to put it, and since I've rambled so much about it, the best way to put it is the moon is also very, you know, intuition, very emotional. This is a Cups card also, so we have emotions and feelings involved. This is still very emotionally tied to you. Whatever happened with this multi-party group, it wasn't just you and your partner, you and your friend, you and your mom. There was a third person involved. There was a betrayal involved, and it left an emotional scar, and you're having a hard time getting past that. Okay, it's this one. Then we have the Hierophant, which is a lesson to be learned. It also represents Taurus, but it can also represent who I think for a lot of you is the voice of reason here. There is someone here giving you some sort of advice or wanting you to move forward, and I kind of am getting the feeling that this is kind of annoying to you. You don't really want to listen. You could be the one giving the advice. Either way, there's some golden advice somewhere in here, and I can't tell you exactly what it is because it's unique for all of you, but that kind of gives you the direction to start listening a little bit more to whoever you feel like has been. And you know, people are often really annoying and repeating themselves because they're really passionate about something. And if someone's really passionate about helping you, as annoying as it is sometimes, there's something to be said in that they're passionate about helping you. And then we had here the Two of Cups. That represents some sort of relationship, some sort of connection. This is coming underneath that that Ten of Wands, that overwhelming feeling. So I feel like for some of you, it could represent the relationship that's overwhelming. It could represent maybe this person's advice feels overwhelming to you. It could be just connection at all at this point feels overwhelming to you. And it's all influenced by this past betrayal here. And then we had this card that tried to run away. The Three of Pentacles. It did pop up here in reversal. So, ooh. I mean, I think we should look at them since they fell, right? Dream and Transcend, Neptune. Then we have House of Two, Physical Security, possessions, material values, and self-worth. Which is interesting because if you guys don't remember, do you guys remember what the very last card was at the end of this? It was this Pentacles, this Ace of Pentacles. And I told you guys that has something to do with the material world, which is possessions. And here we have a card that says physical possessions, security, or sorry, physical security, possessions, material values, and self-worth. It's really interesting also with the dream and transcend. So there's something to be said about finding stability in your life. And that seems to be something that the spirits, the divine universe, whatever led you to watch this video and listen to me today and make it this far, is that there is something to be learned there, or something to be gained at the end of this light at the end of the tunnel. It does have to do with security foundation, whether that's in the form of money or wealth or security in a relationship or with a person. Where was I? We were talking about the Two of Cups, right? This partnership having to deal with some sort of connection, relationship. There's somebody involved here. And I do think that person may be the one giving you advice. Or they could, you know, and people are complicated, right? They're not either one thing or another thing. They could be a multitude of things. So this person could also be the one who's being really annoying and giving you all this advice and you're not listening. This came up upright. It's positive. This person is positive. And even if they're the ones who hurt you, at some point you have to accept and forgive or let go and move on, right? But there's this lack of harmony here also, this lack of collaboration, which is where I kind of feel like you have your walls up, which is valid. It is valid to feel scared, nervous, or anything when you've been hurt. Okay. And then we have this Empress card, this Mother card. It did come here in a reversal, which is like an ability to let something new grow. It could also be betrayal from a mother. It could be, I mean, it could also feel like a betrayal from the divine because maybe you lost a baby, or there could be a lot of things here that this card represents, and it's going to be different for all of you, but it's basically the Mother card and it's in a reversal. So we're having a lack of connection with something being born, something being grown. And then here we have the Knight of Swords. And he also came up here in a reversal, and this is coming underneath this Hierophant card, which is why I was led to the thought that there's a lot of chaotic thinking or there's a lot of chaotic advice coming at you. It just feels like it's too much. And even though there's a valuable lesson to be learned or valuable information that will actually really help you if you listen to it, you're kind of just like, it's just too much at once. And that comes back to this overwhelming feeling. It's just way too much. It's coming at you way too fast. You're having a hard time figuring out exactly what you're supposed to be, you know, learning here. And then we have the Moon. We have the Moon, which is Pisces energy. It's also fear of the unknown. And I kind of feel like because this is the end of the reading and we had the Moon card following up here with this light at the end of the tunnel, it's quite literally the universe telling you, you're so scared to start this new journey as a page. You have all these doubts, but you are going to triumph. You are so scared. You don't know what's going to happen. You got to just listen to your gut, listen to your intuition, and just trust in the universe that they're going to have your back at the end. You are going to come out stable and secure. As long as you're listening to, you know, the right advice and listening to yourself and listening to your gut feelings, you're going to come out on top. You're going to have this House of Two energy, this physical security, Neptune. I want to pull one of these cute little cards also. Remove the limiting labels you're wearing. And I feel like you're wearing limiting labels that you made. Or maybe you've heard from somebody else, and who cares what other people think, right? Like, all that matters is your relationship with you and the divine, and just you know, being kind and all that good jazz. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the reading. I hope you got something out of it. I'm so glad to be able to come back and make a video for y'all. I hope to keep coming back a lot more. I missed y'all. I missed doing readings. I missed all the love y'all gave me in the comments. And anyways, I hope y'all have a great day. Bye.